In this lecture, we will talk about partial fraction decomposition. And here is the one fraction. We want to decompose this one. The numerator is 5x squared minus 24. Denominator is also x squared minus 3x. The reason I said also is because they are equal. They have a degree 2 on both numerator and denominator. So previously we dealt with was the degree of numerator is always less than the degree of denominators. And in this case, it's different. Okay? So we need to do the division if they have the same degree, or if the degree of numerator is greater than the degree of denominator. Then we need to do the division first. You know, here is 5x squared minus 24. X10 is missing, so you want to put 0x here. And then 5x squared minus 24 here. Okay, downstairs is x squared minus 3x, so you leave it like that. You do the division. You want to eliminate 5x squared, so 5 times x squared is 5x squared. 5 times negative 3x is negative 15x. You do upstairs minus downstairs, so you change the sign for the downstairs. Positive 5x squared minus negative 15x. When you do subtraction, you have a minus minus, so it's positive 15x. Now 5x squared positive, downstairs negative 5x squared. Together you have a 0, so you don't need to write. And here positive 0x, positive 15x, so you have a positive 15x. Now negative 24, moving down. This one is the remainder, quotient divisor. Okay, before I tell you the thing, let's look at this one. You know, 17 divided by 3, you can put 5 here. 3 times 5 is 15. 17 minus 15 is 2. So 17 then equals the divisor times the quotient, 3 times 5 plus remainder. 17 divided by 3, okay, so both sides, you know, divided by 3, you then have a 17 divided by 3 equals 3 cancel each other, you have a 5 remainder, the quotient, plus the remainder 2 over the divisor. So basically here it tells us is that 17 can be written as the divisor times the quotient plus the remainder. So here is the same thing. Okay, 5x minus 24 can be written as the product of the divisor times the quotient plus the remainder. And both sides divided by this divisor, x squared minus 3x. So you can cancel this one. They are the same. You have a 5 here. Okay, and here is just the remainder, 15x minus 24 over divisor. Okay, the left-hand side, we didn't do anything, we copied. Okay, 0x, we didn't write here, we don't need 0. So this way is just to help us to understand why we got that. Okay, so the division right here you can see helped us to lower down the degree of numerators. You see here the degree of numerator is 1. And here the degree of numerator is 2. X times x is x squared right here. And x times negative 3 is negative 3x. Okay? So basically from here, is that you pull x out. Okay? Yeah. And you cancel this one with this one. You have 5 left. And here you pull x out. You have x minus 3. Okay? And numerator 15x minus 24 is the same. So division helped us to lower down the degree of numerator from 2 to 1. And 5 gets out. And that's the quotient. Then we can work on this one for the partial fraction decomposition. Okay? So if you want to get the partial fraction of this one, you need to do the division because the degree is the same. And then after division, the degree of the numerator is 1 less than the degree of the denominator. So you can then, using the regular method, to do that. Those two are the same. So right here, we have 2 factors, x times x minus 3. We separate that. And then a, b are the constants. So in order to add those two together, first fraction needs x minus 3 from here. The second one needs x. So both numerator and denominator multiplied by x. For the second fraction, both numerator and denominator needs to multiply by x minus 3 for the first fraction. All right. Now a times x is ax. A times negative 3 is negative 3a. B times x is bx. Downstairs, x times x minus 3, you write it in this way. X minus 3 times x, so you write in this way. They are the same. So you can then, don't need to do anything with the denominator since they are the same. And numerator, you just need to add it. And you can see right here, you have ax and bx. Pull x out, that's a plus b. Negative 3a, leave it alone right here. So the coefficient of x is a plus b, and here was 15. So a plus b has to be equal to 15. Negative 3a is a constant part, which is negative 24. So negative 3a is negative 24. Then divided by 3, negative on both sides, a will be 8. Plug it back here, a is 8, b has to be 7. So 8 plus b is 15, b has to be 7. So a is 8, b is 7, okay? And then you know this part is actually this part, 5 comes here, okay? This one is decomposed into those two. Which are those two? A is 8, b is 7. So this one is decomposed like this. Okay? So this one applies to degree of numerator is equal to the degree of denominator, or if the degree of numerator is higher than the degree of denominator, you got to use the division first. And then try the regular method. You get the partial fraction decomposition. Okay? Okay, I'll see you next time.